Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in, Scorpios. Let's get to your message. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Here we go. Here we go. Scorpio, something about you're needing better sleep. Okay, Seven of Wands, the Strength, the Hangman, and the Page of Pentacles. Very interesting. I feel like something complex. I'm feeling like something overcrowded is the topic of the day. Overcrowded, I'm not really understanding, but I do hear overcrowded. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm getting you have always had the strength to achieve whatever it is you've wanted. Even if you hesitated for a minute, you just somehow got the strength going for anything. Anything needed in life for you or for others. You have a big heart. But a lot of this energy is having to fight for things, okay? And I feel like as the years have passed, you're like, I am so getting over this. I am so over this, having to fight for things. Now something that comes in is gentle. It's small. It's a small offer. It's unassuming. It has potential to be very big, and you're watering this. And you're kind of sitting in more of a gentler place. And I think you're liking that. But you're also thinking it through. You're like, how can this be? Because I have had to fight for everything I've ever had in my life. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that would be that energy. She's very cut things out, cut to the chase. Be the observer, take action. But when she takes action, boy, she's very well thought out. But there's something that's kind of lighter now, and maybe even you're traveling or lighter energy. I get again, considering travel. What's going on here, Scorpio? What's going on? Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords. There's something that you're not believing here. And it has to do with wishes granted. Like, this can't possibly be what I've been wanting because it's coming in so unusual. It's not a style that you understand. Gentle and fruitful and not having to do much for it to come in. Don't get this twisted, I'm hearing. This is meant for you, and it is meant for you to not have to work so hard. But some energy around you wants you to quit on this or feel like, this is too easy. No, this is too good to be true, something like that, okay? So be aware of that because you're not seeing it clearly yet. And I do feel like there's kind of sneaky energy around you. And maybe somebody's even telling you, look, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, which I will say often is the case. But in this case, look at your facts because your facts are still showing you quite a bit of promise, and the attitude of this is too good to be true really doesn't ring true here. I mean, I feel like don't go against that phrase. A lot of times if things are too good to be true, they are. But the difference here is you're seeing actual facts that match up with something genuinely coming in and genuinely being soft and good for you, nurturing and calm. Four of Wands. I see this working out. A person, a situation, a relationship. What is it? What is it? What is this more specifically? Interesting. Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. Along with the Two of Pentacles. Now, you've stayed very busy because you've met a lot of fools in your life, and you're not going to do that again. Or a lot of foolish situations, or you've been entangled in them, or you've entertained them, and you are pulling back your energy on this, and you're staying busy. But it's also like when this has come in, it's small and kind and generous and soft. And so, again, there's a feeling of disbelief, but I feel like it does work out for you. It's a reason for celebration. So don't get too busy or too much talking yourself out of this. In other words, Four of Pentacles out here, this is a good base for you. And you're thinking it through, and you're leaning towards blocking this or locking this out. But Spirit is saying, what? Yeah, you're looking towards maybe closing this out, but actually Spirit's saying, look again, because there's a new beginning here with the Hermit and the World. That's gonna, I mean, these are huge cards this is supposed to be very enlightening for you. And a new beginning. Gain some enlightenment here. Let Spirit guide you here. Let. I keep hearing let. Let this be. Let this come in. Let. And I do feel like it involves travel. You may have met this person online, or this situation has to do with something online. Let this in. Knight of Swords. Right is worth the cost is on this gal's dress. Maybe that's why you've had to fight for so much, because you were the truth seeker, you were the truth teller, okay? And people around you couldn't handle the truth, you were treated in a certain way because of that, but not in a good way. You had to fight for everything. You were put on the outs, or you weren't included because the truth was too hard for others to see or to deal with or to be around. So you were made to feel like you weren't doing the right thing when you were, or you were made to feel out of the group or not included when you should have been. In fact, you should have been the leader of that group, okay? But now what comes in is your just due, your karma. Your good karma comes in now because you were able to endure this, and you did stick your neck out, and you did speak the truth when others were afraid. Yeah, the Magician. I feel like now is a time for you to really, 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 really focus in on the biggies that you want to come in, what you want to come into fruition, the things you've put on the back burner because you didn't think they were possible. They can come in now. This is a matter of you manifesting them in. They come in quickly. And I feel like for some of you, you have wanted to travel, but the key to this is follow your spirit team. Follow your spirit intuition, your intuition with spirit, with the divine. And the main key is this comes in very soft, unassuming, polite. It's small at first, then it moves quick. And that could just be the overall energy of your life, where a bunch of things start coming in, and they're easy, and they're in your flow, and you don't have to work so hard to bring them in, work so hard to keep them. They stick around, they move with your flow. It's easy. It's an easy going. Now, it's not before, if you were speaking the truth, you were met with a lot of resistance and a lot of pain. Queen of Wands, stand in your power here. You're standing out, and your happiness is standing out to your spirit team. They are very attuned to that right now. But remember, the happiness comes in an unassuming way. It's payback time. It's time for your good karma to really kick off here. Judgment. Yeah, judgment has been placed. All things coming out. Moves the energy in a different direction for you now. 8 of Wands. Boy, I really like this. What else do we have? I'm going to grab some oracles too. You're going to be put first now. Lot of good. Your good mojo is equaling good energy here, good fortune. Good karma. Common sense. Glass slipper. I think it's glass slipper treatment now for sure. Because, something about your common sense. You always spoke the truth here. And you wondered, how is everybody missing this? It's so obvious. It's common sense or something like that. People were afraid. People were just afraid where you weren't. You were bold. Artist. Yeah, it's something like that. It's like glass slipper and it's artistry and it's like no more fighting and something faded and love comes in, and it's light and it's wonderful and it's things that you've wanted to come in for a long time, but instead you were mistreated. It's lovely. It's healing energy. It's getting past this jealous energy when you were bold enough to speak the truth. Right is worth the cost. And then you had to deal with jealousy and the kickbacks and the fallout from that. Bring out a playful side. I want to just keep taking these oracle cards. Classy, you. But instead you had to be on alert. Yeah, I feel like the energy changes up entirely for you now. Let's grab a chart. There's a lot of intensity too here, I feel. Yeah, another nod to playfulness. You've got 2 in tandem on a bike here. Something faded in love comes in. We saw that. Playfulness on the bike. 2 people enjoying that kind of energy. It starts small, but it's light. It's airy by comparison to what you're used to. It's gentle. It's kind by comparison to what you're used to. Yeah. Situation, person, place. It's just easy. It's lighter now. Wow. Really something to enjoy. And also something about the big wishes coming in for you. The ones that maybe you put on the back burner and even got to the point where you're like, wonder if this will ever come in. Let's grab an oracle. Someone very loyal to you or a situation that's very loyal to you. Fork in the road. I think this is you in the past. You were always at the fork in the road. Should I do the right thing or is it just easier to blend in? And you always did the right thing regardless of knowing that it was going to be hard. You always did the right thing. Now your community rallies around you or you feel more a part of a community or a part of your tribe. Something about an easiness now with relationships and situations for sure. And this person comes in. We've been hinting about this the entire read. Now this person comes in. And you do need someone loyal to you. They're going to come in light and soft and gentle and kind at first. They're going to be that way. But it's going to be more dramatic for you because you're not used to that kind of energy so much. But Spirit's saying, get used to that. Get used to that energy and less of the fighting energy because you've had to fight so hard, so long for things. Serendipity on the floor. Everything just starts coming together, and that's what this read has been about too. Things just start working out. Like magic. Things just serendipitously come into place, come into your flow. Beautiful. That is your message. That's your message, Scorpio. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And I'm doing a new segment where please do let me know in a quick type of description what it is you want to hear about, what advice you feel like you need right now. And we'll cover that. And oftentimes we're experiencing similar situations. So I feel by doing that, I can help others too who might be going through something similar. Mending. Yeah. It's time to mend. It's time to heal. It's time to grow in a healthier environment with your tribe. Yeah. And with this loyal heart and having loyal backing. It's time. Thank you for joining me, Scorpio. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth.